I'm sure it will be. It's something that I got to take up with, Dave's and the guys upstairs and training staff. But I think we got a great plan of going on into day by day. So, yeah, that's probably it.
Did you ever think about having surgery or anything like that with it? Or
that's not up in the air, but decisions will be made, when the time is, is made. Right now, I'm just focusing on, locking in, getting ready for the season, being our
Giants Nation, what's good? Buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into the heart-pounding, edge-of-your-seat world of New York Giants football. Today, we're breaking down the latest injury updates from training camp, news that's got every Big Blue fan buzzing with anticipation and a touch of nerves. Will our star players be ready to dominate when the season kicks off? Stick with me as we unpack the latest on Malik Nabers, Cam Skatabo, and more straight from the Quest Diagnostics Training Center. This is your one-stop shop for New York Giants news, so let's get fired up and dive into the action. Picture this. It's a scorching summer day in East Rutherford, and the Giants are grinding through training camp, pads popping, sweat dripping, and the energy electric. But then bam! A hush falls over the field as star wideout Malik Nabers walks off with trainers, clutching his shoulder. Giants fans collectively hold their breath. Is our game changer sidelined? And what about rookie running back Cam Skatabo, who's been turning heads but suddenly vanished from team drills? Add in updates on Greg Van Roten, DJ Davidson, and Jaylen Hyatt, and we've got a roller coaster of emotions to ride. So what's the deal? Are we looking at a crisis or just a bump in the road? Let's break it all down piece by piece and figure out what this means for our New York Giants as they gear up for the 2025 season. First up, let's talk about the man who's got Giants Nation dreaming of highlight reel touchdowns, Malik Nabers. This guy was a straight-up sensation in his rookie year, racking up 109 catches for 1,209 yards despite playing with a revolving door of quarterbacks in 2024. Now, on Tuesday, July 29th, 2025, heart skipped a beat when Nabers left practice early after tweaking his shoulder during a blocking play. Social media blew up, with fans fearing the worst. But hold up, Giants Nation. Breathe easy. Head coach Brian Daboll dropped some reassuring news on Thursday, saying Nabers is good and will be back doing some stuff in practice. No specifics yet, but the Giants are clearly playing smart with their star receiver, managing his reps to ensure he's fresh for the season opener against the Washington Commanders in just 38 days. Now, let's not forget Nabers have been battling a nagging toe injury since last season, which kept him out of spring practices. Daboll's been optimistic, saying there's no major concern about the toe, and Nabers was back in action on day one of camp, making acrobatic catches and torching defenders like Deonte Banks in red zone drills. This shoulder scare? It's not believed to be serious, per NFL Network reports, but the Giants are taking no chances with their WR1. So, what do you think, Giants fans? Is Nabers poised to explode in year two with Russell Wilson slinging the ball, or should we be worried about these nagging injuries? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Next, let's shift gears to backfield, where rookie running back Cam Skatabo is making waves and raising some eyebrows. This fourth-round pick out of Arizona State is a 5 feet 9 inches, 220-pound tank with quick feet and a knack for goal line work. He's battling Tyrone Tracy Jr. for the starting RB spot, and fantasy football folks are already hyping him as a potential RB2 steal. But here's the twist. Skatabo didn't take part in team drills on Tuesday, and Daboll's been cagey about why. Was it load management after a heavy workload on Monday, or something more? Daboll mentioned a participation plan for Skatabo, suggesting he'll be limited for now, likely to ensure he's ready for week one. This isn't the first time Skatabo's been on the injury radar. He missed the back half of spring practices with an undisclosed issue. The Giants are clearly prioritizing his long-term health, but this mystery has fans wondering. Is Skatabo the real deal, or are these injury concerns a red flag? Patricia Traina from New York Giant on SI noted that Skatabo returned to the field later on Tuesday, which is a good sign, but we're still waiting for clarity. With Devin Singletary fading to RB3 and Tracy projected for 175 to 200 touches, Skatabo's power-running style could make him a fan favorite. So, Giants Nation, who's your pick for RB1? Tracy or Skatabo? Hit the comments and let's debate. Now, Let's move to the offensive line, where guard Greg Van Roten is taking a brief hiatus. Van Roten, a key piece of the Giants' revamped O-line, was excused from Thursday's non-padded practice because he and his wife are expecting their second child. Congrats to the Van Roten family. He'll be out for a couple of days, which means more reps for Evan Neal, who's been turning heads in camp. Neal, transitioning from tackle to guard, is getting a golden opportunity to prove himself at both left and right guard positions. This is huge for Neal, who's been under scrutiny but is showing promise after an impressive offseason. With the Giants' O-line looking to protect Russell Wilson and open lanes for Skatabo and Tracy, Neal's development could be a game changer. What's your take on Neal's switch to guard? Is he the answer for Big Blue's line woes? Let me know below. On the defensive side, we got an update on DJ Davidson, the defensive lineman who had Giants fans wincing when he limped off the field Tuesday with an apparent leg injury. The good news? It's not as bad as it looked. Davidson dodged a major issue, and while he was excused from Thursday's practice for personal reasons, he's expected to be back soon. Davidson's been fighting for a roster spot, competing with veterans like Rakeem Nunez-Roches and undrafted rookie Elijah Chapman. His resilience is a bright spot, especially after dealing with injuries in 2 of his first 3 NFL seasons. Giants Nation, are you rooting for Davidson to lock down a spot on this stacked D-line? Share your thoughts. Finally, let's talk about Jaylen Hyatt, the speedster who's got Giants fans itching for a breakout season. Hyatt missed the last few practices with a left calf issue, but told the Locked on Giants podcast he's trending toward a limited return on Thursday. This is big news for a guy who's been overshadowed by Nabers, but is showing serious dedication. Hyatt bulked up this offseason, adding 15 to 20 pounds of muscle, and has been building chemistry with Russell Wilson through private workouts. His 4.40 second 40-yard dash makes him a deep ball threat. But with Nabers, Darius Slayton, and Wan'Dale Robinson ahead of him, he's currently the WR4 in 3 receiver sets. Dable's been clear that Hyatt's limited snaps aren't a knock on his talent. It's just tough to crack this loaded receiver room. So, Giants fans, is 2025 the year Hyatt finally breaks out? Let's hear your predictions. Oh, and one more thing. I did some digging for the latest New York Giants news, and here's a fresh update. Posts on X confirm that Nabers was back in practice on Thursday looking sharp, which aligns with Dable's comments. Plus, there's buzz about rookie linebacker Abdul Carter, who's been turning heads in camp and could form a fearsome trio with Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau. This defense is looking stacked, and I'm pumped to see how it comes together. As we wrap this up, let's take a step back and look at the big picture. The New York Giants are 38 days away from their season opener, and these injury updates are a reminder of how fragile things can be. Nabers is the heart of this offense, and keeping him healthy is priority number 1. Skatabo's potential could reshape the backfield, while Neal's growth and Davidson's recovery are critical for the trenches. And don't sleep on Hyatt. He's got the tools to be a difference maker. With Russell Wilson and rookie QB Jackson Dart battling out, this Giants team is brimming with potential. But injuries are the ultimate wild card, and how the Giants manage these early bumps will set the tone for 2025. So, Giants Nation, what's got you most excited or nervous about these updates? Are you all in on Nabers and Skatabo? Or do you think Hyatt's about to steal the show? Drop your hot takes in the comments, and let's get this conversation rolling. If you're loving this deep dive into New York Giants news, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Share this video with your fellow Giants fans, and let's keep the Big Blue energy alive. Until next time, keep bleeding blue, and let's go Giants.